Hey, Miss Diane. Hey, Sabrina Edmiston. Hey, Diane Lewis. Hey, Miss Cynthia. Happy Thursday to you as well. Hey, Sabrina. Hey, Day One Gonna Stay One. Love Self One. Sunshine. Trend Alert. Thank you so much for the star. Hope Mac. Hey, Boo. Hey, Cynthia Wimberly. Man. Hey, Pamela Ferguson. Hey, retired teacher. Girl, y'all are phenomenal. That short is doing absolutely amaze balls, y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much. I can only be me, child. Hey, chatting with Miss B. The way that short is blowing up, y'all. I never made the most I ever made on the short was $2 and something because they don't pay a whole lot for shorts on here. My other short using the debit card wand made $21 total. And prior to that, the most I made was like a dollar um 85, a dollar 95 or something. And that short is doing crazy work, y'all. Thank y'all so very much. Thank y'all. Let me see. Lisa Hector laughed at that video all night long. Okay. Lisa Hector went crazy on that video for the views. Yvonne said, I can't stop watching it. Thank y'all so very much. Good morning to you, Teresa, to love. Hey, Cassie, you driving. Did you get any sleep, Cassie? Because I just came over here to answer a few questions. I literally stayed up until 5 o'clock this morning. My body wouldn't shut down, you know? So I'm still kind of sleepy, and I got something I got to take care of by 2 o'clock today. So I'm going to lay here as long as I can because I'm going to have a busy Friday and Saturday with my family. And so I just came over here to answer a few questions. Hey, saved and woke Poobie, my baby. What it do? That short is hilarious. It is getting rave reviews, and I couldn't do it without y'all. I just couldn't do it without you, Jackie Johnson, you, Charlene Bailey, chatting with me, V. Thank you, BLD. Well, BLD say, hey, 74 and everyone in the chat driving and listening can't speak individually. Girl, you be on it. We love you, BLD, and drive safely. May said, hey, 74, what up, and everyone? Hey, Terry Cody Boo, Sonia Reddy, Two Peak. Hope said you need to take that shit on the road. Coming straight to you, girl. Coming to see my hope. I can't stop watching it. Teresa said good morning. Yvonne said Terry Cody. Meemaw in the building. Thank you, Meemaw. Thank you. Chatting with Miss V said, hey, good morning, Terry. Thank y'all so much. I pray that everyone is having a wonderful day today, said Pooh B. So far, so good, but I'm going to get me some more shut eyes. My eyes are super puffy because I was up all doggone night, child. Puffy as the what? Let me see. 2P. Who is this? This is Terry and Shirley. It's Terry Cody speaking to Sonia, 2P, Coke back, Sabrina, Yvonne, Teresa, Cassie, Vicky Gale. Vicky, I ain't see you, boo. Grand Rising. Miss Queen L is in the building. Say hello, 74 in chat. Can't speak to everyone. I just want to say I love the short. Thank you so very much, Miss Queen L. Hey, Q Joe's wife said, hey, 74 in chat. Working and listening. This is definitely a working chat. I just came over to answer a few questions. The people we had, let me get my other device. So, because we had a lot of memberships purchased for the members only live tonight. I mean, on last night. We had several people from Crypt Keepers Camp get memberships. So many ducks. I guess Adrian Gomez changed their name to Jessica Gomez. The outpour for the live in the video, it's gonna be a tough act to follow. Let me go to my memberships over here, y'all. The membership stuff is just so doggone funny. I don't know if y'all could recognize some of these names. Um, Let me see, memberships, total members. Let me see, who were the members to join? These people are so funny. Why that strong faced dog head bitch come on with it is in the live last night. Let me see, how do I pull this page up? It is so funny. Thank you, Leslie Miller. So soothing. The yard is on point. Y'all own it, man. Thank you, Veronica B. Crystal. Oh my God. Oh, how do I get to the doggone thing? Mm-mm-mm-mm. I'm on the phone that does that. Um, but yeah, y'all, we had 18 ops buy memberships last night for the video convos with Fort Collins Police. And I noticed in my replay that I basically talked over the officer telling you guys how this is going to go. Let me check something right quick because I see some intel in my email. Let me read it real quick from my other device, and I will get my eyes that you see with back on the chat. Um, all right. So there's a lot being said. We know that the hairy one um has a body cam footage of me and Romero's domestic incident from last Christmas. Um so she was supposed to be playing it yesterday. She's supposed to be playing it today. She's supposed to be sending it to somebody else to play. Either way it goes, the girl is going to get struck and demonetized. We could prove that she's the one that requested this stuff from Fort Collins Police. We could prove that she's the one who collected money allegedly for the body cam footage. But let's talk about this 26 hours and her invoice apparently for 15 hours and blah, blah, blah. What we had explained last night per the Fort Collins Police Department, the police, and the records. We'll play the police portion if we get time this morning so we can be very, very clear. All right. I did go through some of the replays. I know that this vindictive, bitter person who's trapped like a rat is afraid, even though they feel like they above the law and they can do anything they want. And they can come over here and threaten Ask Granny that she's doing reuse content. If Ask Granny is not asking for monetization, and that is monetary gain from YouTube, that's how you have some people that can play music on their videos and everything else because they don't have the videos monetized. She can't strike Ask Granny for reuse content. YouTube determines if the content is reused or not. She's been doing this for multiple years on YouTube, where she has been coming on in the morning, like y'all been saying, Bible by day and devil at night. Your opinion. All right, that's how y'all view her, especially when you're mad at her, especially when you see she doing good, she's safe, she's supported, and we're getting to know each other better. And our every intention is to gas Ask Granny up and show her eyes to Giant Lemonhead and stand up to the Scammer Twins. And to stop sugarcoating for the pig, to stop holding the pig hand and make it seem like she was this bouquet of flowers and she was put under pressure all the time. If you could talk about the two scammer twins, you definitely have to know that they get it from their mammy. All right. So we can't have our cake and eat it too, and we all can't serve two guys. All right. Right is right and wrong is wrong. Go. Hey, Vicky Gale, there you go, love. There you go. There you go. Um, hey, Carolyn English, you watched this short several times. Thank you so much, love. Jackie Johnson speaking to everybody in the building. Meemaw speaking to Terry Cody. Blessings to you too, Carol English. You gotta get with me, Carol English. We gotta talk. Hit me up in my email, missqcard@gmail.com, child. Um, I know more than what I'm putting on the air because we have ops buying memberships and stuff like that. All right. It was on members only because we talked to the records department over at Fort Collins Police and we talked to a police officer over at Fort Collins Police. But you guys didn't get to hear the police conversation in its totality because I was getting really, really long in the video. We went up to 2 hours and 15 minutes. Hey, Vicky Allen. I know you meant 74. So let's talk about this again, and then we'll talk about the anger of wanting to intimidate Axe Granny with threats of striking for reused content. Trust and believe, as biased and two-faced and on bullshit consistently as YouTube is, they would have been struck Axe Granny for reuse content if that's indeed the case. All right. When she's playing the pastor voice, when she's playing music and so forth and so forth. The same thing can be said for a person that's been demonetized and they have another channel. They call that circumvention here on YouTube. And that's when you've been punished by way of strikes or demonetization, depending on what your demonetization is used for, which most people get demonetized for reused content. And what the failed attorney is attempting to pull, where she's trying to further hang herself in because what she's doing is deliberate violation, especially when it's a privacy issue where she received 2 strikes from myself and Romero previously, and she'll receive 2 strikes when she plays the video or when she plays it on her backup channel or where she tries to pass the baton to somebody else. Whoever plays the video, they're going to receive privacy strikes. Demonetization is in the eye of the beholder, who is YouTube. And when you get these certain strikes for certain things and you try to use your backup channel or go to another channel to say like, fuck them, I'm still going to be going live. I'm just go not be making no money. They call that circumventions. Yes, they do be poopy, and they be getting involved, child, gassing me up and rooting me on. Hey, SA, you getting listening, getting dressed for work, country girl queen. Amen, amen, amen. Hey, Pittsburgh Steelers. Hey, get your mama beautiful. Let me see. Yeah, they be cracking up. Especially Brent and them right across the street from me, girl. They be rolling. They be rolling. They be cracking up. But YouTube, y'all can report a person for circumventing. They demonetized or they supposed to be on strike, because every strike that you get a week off where you can't use your community wall, you can't use your shorts, you can't upload videos, and you can't go live. Circumvention, when they sit you down, you can't just go start another channel and try to talk your shit over there or build credibility over there. So for all of the idiots that think that they can start reporting Axe Granny for videos that she's been doing more than a year, she ain't never been demonetized for reused content, but you can strike a person who has been demonetized and has started another channel. Circumvention is where they snatch you up from ever when they catch you on YouTube. You've been demonetized for reused content specifically, and you just be like, fuck the guidelines. I'm gonna start me a new channel and I'm gonna keep my nose clean over there. That's circumvention. Look it up. Look circumvention up on your Google or um, oh, here go my other doggone phone right in front of me. Let me see. Tamara Bird said, "Good morning, beautiful 74 mods and chatters listening and frying fish." Girl, that sounds so doggone good. Hey, Kathy Shannon. Dang, I've been wanting some fish at work, but we won't, they won't do it. Let me see something here. If we could tell you what circumvention is. Because these are reporting fools and they some hating fools that they willing to spend $3.99 with they ops and listening to what they gotta say. I hope y'all pass that idiot the message. All right. I hope y'all passed her the message. Jessica Gomez, Adrian Gomez, Alan Davison. All right. Alan Davison, Jessica Gomez, and freaking Adrian Gomez. Okay, Google, what's circumvention on YouTube?
Sorry, I don't understand.
I wasn't even talking to you. I was talking to my phone. Let me see. I'll just type it in. All right. What's circumvention on YouTube is YouTube circumvention policy dictates that if your channel is terminated or restricted, you are strictly prohibited from bypassing that ban by creating, owning, or using another YouTube channel. Under this framework, YouTube enforces penalty against an individual creator, not just a specific account. What triggers a circumvention violating? Creating new channels and opening a brand new account after a previous channel has been issued a warning, termination, strike, or demonetization. Owning multiple existing channels on the same Google ID linked access accounts, or one that gets banned, or two will often take down circumvention. Appearing on other channels, being prominently or repeated feature in someone else's videos after your own channel is banned. Bypassing monetization bans. If the channel is demonetized and an appeal fails, trying to channel revenue through another link storefront or AdSense account can trigger a platform wide monetization ban. How YouTube catches violators. YouTube relies on automatic tracking systems to map our users' identities across the platform. Their activity match data points, including link to AdSense account, shared recovery phone numbers and email addresses, overlapping IP addresses and device fingerprints, facial recognition, voice patterns, and uploaded videos. All right. And when you get caught circumventing, opening up these others' accounts and trying to get past your demonetization, your restrictions, your strikes, all right, your warnings will and eventually warrant you losing all your YouTube channels and monetizations. Hey, Brenda 90301. So when you have haters trying to intimidate, ask Granny, "Oh, I'm gonna strike your channel for reuse content." You can't strike it. Only the pastor can contact YouTube support and say, "Hey, you got a content creator over on your platform that's using my sermons. She's playing our music unique to our church." But if Ask Granny that is not monetizing her morning inspiration videos, she is not breaking any laws or guidelines with YouTube. Hence is why she's been getting away with that forever. But when you have a soccer face person and others who constantly get demonetized for reused content, these clowns don't even know the difference between shared content and reused content. Okay. There's a huge difference that I refuse to put these clowns up on Game On, but they think they can hate on somebody else when it's in fact them that are breaking YouTube guidelines. For instance, a failed one that believes that she is above the law and is determined to play a video that is going to be womp 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 womp, because we learned from the Fort Collins Police Records Department what it means to be able to obtain these records. Chatty Must Be said, yes, I know, I'm ready already. Dang, why the hate said help the poopy? Because haters go hate poopy. Hey, but haters go hate, and these people be butthurt mad, and they be flying off the hinges. Okay, they be flying off the hinges. The failed attorney is mad because I always keep the upper hand. I always been her. All right, and I always have my ducks lined up. I be here for it. Always gonna be here for it when it comes down to this family because they done too much. The girl is in a world of discovery, whether she likes it or not, because we know that I'm going to press, 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 press. And she knows that I'm going to press, 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 press. That's why all the threats. All right. My channel certainly isn't in any danger whatsoever. I don't care how many different camps bought memberships to my videos. All right. Join in. All right. Hey, Michelle Everett, I have been missing you the past couple of lives. Hey, boo. But I do go back and read my replays to see what I missed. Okay, the number of hours. We started off with 26 hours. We saw an invoice for 15 hours, but we know per the records department, put a one in the chat if you heard the records department, that we know that these hours are not hours in total. So there won't be a live where there's 26 hours of body cam footage of me and Romero's domestic violence call played. There won't be 15 hours. There won't be 1 hour played. What the records department is saying, that how you come up with a number like 26 hours that she can manually change. It's like ordering stuff on Amazon, y'all. All right. Say that gold wig that I'm always wearing, my blonde wig. Okay. We got an Amazon order and you have a choice to purchase now, buy now, right? Hey, Terralyn. Hey, boo. In a flight. Okay, my love. Hey, would be me at the gym listening. Look at her. All right, y'all. So it's okay. That order for the body cam is just like an Amazon order. I want all of the officers' body cams that was there that night. We used the example last night, Tracy Cooper, would you say the girl just be lying? Yeah, she's a seasoned con artist and been busy. I've been watching every chance I get. Have a wonderful Thursday, beautiful. Thank you so much, Michelle. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. The love that y'all showing the shore is just phenomenal. Big smiles all doggone night and sleepy eyes this morning. Y'all are so much fun. Easy to keep happy and entertained. I can only be me. That's 74 on and off the air. All right. Y'all can't take me nowhere. All right. And people just be looking out their window or in their yard or whatever, and that's Miss Q out there with her YouTube stuff, okay? And everybody loves me because of the free spirit, breath of fresh air that I am. You know what I mean? I'm generally a good friend, a good person. I am so loyal and true to the cause. You know what I mean? And I can talk to anybody. I can reach any heart. You know what I mean? This is me, okay? And I do that stuff in my sleep. All right, I'm always on some bullshit. I'm always here for it. Okay. A lot of people say, "Girl, you got a wild imagination," but to just do this stuff, to act this stuff out, some people just can't do it. Will Be Me said, man, that failed attorney is lying. She's only getting the views because of the clickbait title. And it's going to be Will Be Me, because we learned last night as the Sarah over at the records department in Fort Collins Records, when they make this request, it's just like an Amazon order. You could request one of those wigs or all 30 of the wigs or however many, you know what I mean? And that girl just took a screenshot of her order. It doesn't go into effect until she's paid for it, right? 74, you do have a sweet spirit. Yeah, I really do. And I thank you for noticing that. Loretta River said, hello, 74 in chat. Hey, beautiful Loretta. Hope said those folks gonna get a 10-minute visual of what was already reported in the report and what you already told us. Exactly, Hope. But you can't tell these people nothing. What the records department is saying, y'all, that okay, it could have been 4 officers to came to that call that night. It could have been 7. It could have been 12. Let's go with the lesser number. 4 officers come to a scene of a domestic violence call. All officers have their body cam on for this domestic call incident. They're here for 20 minutes. They're here for 30 minutes. They're here for however minutes you want to say. But that officer, Officer Dag, Officer Pink, Officer Orange, Officer Purple, and Officer White all have their body cams on at a domestic call. These same officers have been going on calls, all domestic call, in this incident. So if an officer is at a domestic call at 2 o'clock in the morning and he's been on duty since 11 o'clock that afternoon, and he's had to turn on his body cam for pulling over a drunk driver, or he went down to the college and had to reprimand some unruly college students moving in week because classes start Monday, August 24th. All right. Every time this officer turned on his camera, all of his footage for his shift is being calculated in his body cam. All the incidents from the day. Okay. Hey, Axe Granny, just showing how a hater go hate and they can't hate. All right. Girl, they can't get you for no doggone reuse content. YouTube would have been got you for you reuse content if you was asking for monetization to play your inspirational mornings. All right. On the other hand, people who have been demonetized, Ask Granny, and have created other channels, that is what you call circumvention on YouTube, and both of your channels can be taken down forever if caught circumventing once you've been reprimanded by YouTube for various guidelines like strikes, demonetization, restrictions when you're on punishment, like when they be striking my video maliciously and we have to put in a counter notification and stuff like that. If I panic and start and using my backup channel and I know I'm supposed to be on punishment this week, or demonetized, and I lose my appeal and demonetization, and I'll be like, fuck it, I'm gonna start me another channel. And you want to try to get revenue off of it, you want to start building your memberships and your subscribers, and you applying to AdSense, oh, you getting took down forever. All right, so the pot can't be calling the kettle black when somebody is actually circumventing, all right, breaking the rules, doing what the fuck they want to do. All right. Okay, Ask Granny. So let's talk about this lie, 26 hours of body footage. When you say a number like 26 hours, Sarah was explaining to my live that those hours come from the totality of webcam footage that one or more officer has accumulated throughout their shift. And the person who calls in and or goes online and requests body cam footage from an incident, they have to pay for the labor of skimming through all of that footage because you want specific footage. You don't want the officer's drunk driver pullover. You don't want the officer's footage from going down to the college on August the 24th to stop a fight from a big back and her other roommates who let Miss Doubtfire get one of the rooms up the doggone hallway. Okay. Um, the body cam is turned on throughout a officer's shift. All right. So there's not 26 hours of body cam footage relating to mine and Romero's domestic call from December of 2024. The Fort Collins police has to go through all of the officers' body cam footage in its totality. How many times an officer that showed up at this domestic call turned his, so they could go in and work the request of a person saying, I want all the officers' footage that was at that domestic call that night of December the 27th, 2024. They're paying $40 per hour for like labor. Like the example I gave y'all last night, you only at the shop for your serpentine belt. The doggone serpentine belt only costs $85, but the shop is going to charge you $125 in labor because you have to take off damn near the front of the engine to get that doggone serpentine belt on that doggone wheel. All right. And certain labors cost more than the others. Not the same labor as changing, rotating your tires, giving you an oil change or something like that. You got to pay for people's time. In the case of body cam, the police by law have to blur, edit, and do all kinds of stuff to the video to protect the people in the video, including the officers, the victim, and the defendant. All right. And so they may tell you, okay, well, it's going to take us, you want A, B, and C, so it's going to take us X amount of hours. It's like getting box braids and stuff like that. You getting charged by how big you want the braids or how little you want the braids, how many hours it takes those people to do the braids. All right. That's why when you go to the Africans, it's 4 people in your head. They part your hair in 4 and everybody take a square and bust it down so they can get through the labor costs. Because, box braids is up to $1,200. That's why no clip-ins could ever be $800. All right. Clip-ins done the right way with the right grade of hair, that installation is $2,000 all day from Detroit to Atlanta. All right. You get what you pay for. So there isn't 15 hours. What that means is they're going to go through 15 hours of footage to get what you requested out of X, Y, and Z policemen that were at that call. That domestic call is not the only issue that officer had to deal with for the day, and they could have turned on their body cam throughout their shift. They have to go through they have to pull that case, see who was all on the case that night, who all showed up for the domestic call, go through all of those officers' body cam and work the footage that you paid them to work to get out of there. All right. They were here for 20 minutes. It could have been 12 officers here. It could have been 15 officers here that they have to go through all their body cam footage. And what that is going to cost is the labor of them having to go through, edit the footage, blur the footage, not give you certain footage. And if the Fort Collins police was only here 20 minutes asking the victims what happened, where is he, obtaining him, restraining him, arresting him, and taking him took 20 minutes, and 6 officers were here. They got to go through 6 officers' body cam footage of that night and edit, pull, redact, blur what you need out of it. So it ends up being a less than an hour piece of work, heavily redacted, blurred, how they do on Cops, or it sounds exciting, Cops, and you're looking at the person's body cam footage, but you don't see the victim's face, and you just hear the talk and all the chatter from the walkie-talkies or nothing. So it's basically a womp womp moment because she already came up with her own scenario, her defamation and her slander, and then y'all heard the truth from the actual people that were there. All right, so you're not going to hear anything that you didn't hear on the internet, and it's not going to be as exciting as you thought when a person was asking you for $1,040 or just $400 more. She's just getting y'all to pay for the cost of the labor of the work. That don't mean y'all go get a panoramic view or a movie or hours and hours and hours of footage. That's not how that worked. That's what Sarah explained to the audience last night. All right, the laws in that. There's evidence that she is the one requesting these. The Fort Collins police definitely know, um, by way of our police reports and everything that's been going on with this family. That's what's on the video. I mean, that's what's on the recording with me and the officer, how familiar they are with this situation. The mothers, the daughters, the other daughter in Indiana, and all of that other type of stuff. And so I just happened to be working with um the officer that was sent here back in February, where it was insinuated that I was trying to harm the clown, and go out to LA and harm the clown. I just happened to be working with the black officer that came to the house that she was calling every single day, she was trying to come and unalive me. She was trying to come unalive me. That officer is so freaking valuable for the behavior of the failed attorney. And it's a vouching for the situation. It's documented for the situation. And so her behavior since, maliciously sending the Fort Collins police to the house trying to, trying to press this issue of her life was in danger, from a video that was, months earlier. That video is from September in the Crips Face group. The ABC positive person tried to, incite this flying off the hinges in February, and this bitch tried to bring it up in March and sent the police to my doggone house. So all that is documented, duly noted, and everything else. I don't know what the hell would you say, Yvonne? Thank you so much, Melanie Watts, for the $10 super chat. Thank you. Thank you so very much. Y'all put that some likes on that. Wiley said the Wongs might need to know that she's still using the Ash Street address. That's what we go get taken care of today, y'all. How there is inconsistencies because on her invoice that she's showing to the public, because nothing has been paid for. Y'all know I talked to the police extensively. Has she paid for video footage, and body cam footage? The officer and the records department told me that they don't show no evidence of it. Somebody in the chat was like, it sounds like they know about the situation. Exactly. I believe that was Indigo. They do know about the situation. Sarah sounded like she knew exactly who I was talking about and what I was talking about, didn't she? All right. That's what I'm talking about. This is the same thing that you guys were told by the records department here in Fort Collins. The failed one was told the exact same thing, but that's not what she's telling her audience. She's not telling her audience that it's not. She tried to circumvent it. She tried to sugarcoat it by saying, I accidentally asked for 2009 to the present, because she thinks in her peonic mind that that's how I can get over 74 coming out here saying she ain't got 26 hours of a goddamn thing. She don't, not in Flint or fucking Fort Collins. It's impossible. You know what I mean? OJ Simpson, it ain't 26 hours of body cam footage of him on that high speed chase that day. That didn't take 24 hours and in 2 hours the next day. It's a culmination, it's a totality of body cam footage through all of the officers that show up for one incident. You call in a malicious request because you're doing this maliciously, because the police and other entities have been watching you break ethics and continue to commit crimes in your stance. All right. Everybody is completely aware that you want this information to present it to the public maliciously. And when you do that, you're going to pay for that. And you're going to pay for all that you do anyway because you're getting sued, bitch. Okay. You are getting sued. You and your sister are getting sued. Okay. It's just that simple. And you're not going to get anything done. All right. And I told you this last year that all this shit is going to hit your stupid ass at the same time. Your mama go fake die. The Alameda Public Defender's Office is finally going to get that retrial up and at it. And you go have me, Romero, and Earl on your ass. Okay? I'm never going to let this go. And you can issue out threats until you blue in the face. That's what you do. That's how we can tell that we won. Got her. She acting a fool. She acting real minstrel. You give it away every single time. Your mom gave it away every single time. I'm just gonna ignore him, this guy, and then come right back live. I'm just gonna ignore him and can't even finish the live, and you already talking about it again. All right. You are the same way. You wear your emotions on the sleeves because you are chemically imbalanced, and when you don't get your way, you go malicious, like lying on people. Oh, they discriminated against me just because your supervisor didn't buy your shit. He was sick of your shit, and he didn't fuck with you, bitch. All right, he didn't play no motherfucking games, and you got mad and said that this entity discriminated against you, and you have no proof of that. It don't take 5 years. Either they called you a NIGGER, a black NIGGER BITCH, or they didn't. What other way did they discriminate against you if they didn't call you a black NB? Okay, because it's going to come fast if not before. It's going to come fast if not before. Go. That's what an idiot got to know. All right. Otherwise, if anything had worked for all these dookies, they wouldn't have to keep trying to do something. They're trying to get something to go, something to stick, and nothing has yet. They just butthurt and mad. Okay, Crystal Jackson said, right, Eddie Vaughn. Plus the same ones that saying doxing is wrong and playing victim when at this point each side have done things, but they are donating to get the footage. Make it make sense. They can donate to get the footage, but it's not gonna be what they want. It's gonna be want because they think they paying for a Paramount movie scene, and that's not what they're gonna get. All right. It takes work to go out and redact it, to buff it, to blur it. All right. Sarah explained it in great detail. And you don't order it today and have it available tomorrow. They have to go through all of the body cam footage for every officer that was actually there. They got to go pull these people's body cams that's in archives of situations, and police officers, sheriffs, and everybody that works at the police station in these chats, or have law enforcement contact. Maybe you a dispatch operator or something like that. You know how it goes at the police station. Those boxes are, you know, they're put up for evidence and taken out each day or whatever. You know how the body cams go if you work in that type of setting. All right. Hey, Lady Charisma. Hey, Annette Wiggins. Hey, Yolanda Wright. Portia Owens. Facts at Chrissy Jackson. I'm just not that invested, shaking my damn head. Michelle Darling Davis said it's a waste of time, but that's what they do. That's what they do because they think that they're gonna get something spectacular, something new that they haven't already heard. They can pick her version or mine or not, but the version that you think you're gonna get on body cam is not what you're going to get. It's gonna be like an episode of Cops. All right, very compressed down. That you're only helping her pay for the labor, and there's proof of that she is the one campaigning for this. There's no way around who's campaigning for body cam footage, who's threatening body cam footage in a malicious way. All right. It's not going to go the way that they plan. And like I said, it's going to be womp, 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 womp. Hey, Miss LB. And then we heard about the laws that she will be breaking. All right. And then the guidelines that she will be breaking over here on YouTube is not going to go the way that she planned it. So all of the 18 ops, because some of the names I have just never in my history of membership them didn't seen these people. And then there's a good 7 that we could be like, ain't that a bitch? If I showed y'all the list of all the people who got a membership 0 days ago and 1 days ago, y'all will be on this bitch dead, cracking the fuck up. All right. It's a bunch of them. Okay. Sunshine said, keep it real, Phil, attorney, and tell the people you can't afford your bill. Stop playing and lying about it. Yes, because I can say, oh, I'm ordering 8 of these wigs for my dance team. So all the girls can have the same ponytail, the same bow in their head. I need 8 of these. And I take a screenshot of 8 of these wigs at $20 each, $160. Yeah, I could show an invoice for Amazon saying that this is what I got in my cart. That's all she's showing in her short is a cart. It's a order cart. It's in her cart. It hasn't been paid for. All right. As Sarah explained to you, once she pays the money, they immediately go and pull the officer who was on the scene footage. So, and y'all put a 1 in the chat if you heard Sarah say, so apparently she knew about case 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Wait 74. She just posted a clickbait. Hey, that's what she do is click clack and clickbait. That's exactly what she does. So this is what Sarah told us last night. Chrissy J, don't she do it every time? Accidentally do be keeping making an ass of herself. She's dumb. Hey Tracy Jones, my love. She say you over here scared and trying to downplay the footage. No, the fuck I'm not. And y'all know that. Don't even pass me no messages on what the fuck she say. She's scared because she should have played the footage already if she was Billy Badass. I'm trying to let her know that people are waiting for her and to do it. So I don't want to hear what she said. All right. Y'all tell her what I said. All right. Tell her to get over here and listen. That's how that's gonna go. Tracy Cooper said, that's why I said we need to see the receipt. That's all she do is clickbait. All right. That's all she do is clickbait. Now I'm trying to tell this bitch, and she know what I'm saying is true. Otherwise, she would have played it already. She should have been live on the air playing her shit. Since I'm trying to stop her and downplay the video, play what you got. Have you paid the Fort Collins? Because you don't just, if you paid for it, you said you got the stuff. You say you already got the videos. And if that's a lie, because you telling the people I got 26 hours of it. And we know the Fort Collins police did not tell you that. We know you don't have 26 hours, 15 hours, 5 hours of video footage because they explained to my live how they go in and redact it and edit it. You're paying for how many hours of labor they have to go through based on how many officers was there and what is on their body cam footage. All the person's body cam footage for the shift is not about Romero's and mine's domestic call failed attorney. You know that. So when you show an invoice for 15 hours for $600, you are paying for the Fort Collins police to have to go through 15 hours of footage. All right. But that also is clickbait because we know that you could put the number of hours you want to pay for. Sarah told my audience that you can manually change that number amount. You can change it to 26 hours and get a quote of $1,040 for 26 hours of footage. If you divide 26, for instance, by 2, you could say that 16 officers was at this domestic call. And the Fort Collins police is charging you 26 hours to go through all 16 hours, all 16 officers' body cam footage of that shift that day. Everybody that was on shift that day and all the officers that went to the domestic call at this address, they got to go and pull their body cam footage, sort through their body cam footage, and sort when they came to this call, edit it, redact it, blur it, and give you what you paid for. But you paid for the labor of them digging through all of that many officers' footage, bitch. That's exactly what they told you. It's same as they told my live last night, bitch. All right? Stop the cap. Stop the cap already. So you are no way, shape, or form gonna present any fucking footage outside of, I mean, I doubt if it's 60 minutes worth of footage. You're going to get the same amount of work that you already defamed my family for. And Flower Power and the train riders, we know the truth because I already told them about this. All right. You are using the video maliciously, and you know that we're on to you. You know that you're going to get in trouble on YouTube. You're going to get some more privacy strikes. All right. And you're going to get demonetized because of what crime you're committing. Either way, by Colorado statutes, California statutes, which will go in the lawsuit towards you, and YouTube guidelines. You know what it is, bitch. I'm not trying to stop you. I'm trying to encourage you. I'm trying to force your hand so we can me mop your ass up. And then once I get you demonetized, then I'm really gonna work you and have you stressed out about how I'm coming with these lawsuits because I ain't tell everything. I was just showing my audience, fool, on how I'm lining you and your sister up. Why y'all so butthurt that we know where that girl go to school at? We know her address now. We know exactly what door to be watching her walk out of August the 24th. All kind of shit. All right. Her life is not on the line. Nobody's threatening to come and do bodily harm with her, but y'all think y'all can dish it out and you can't take it. I can't wake up or go to sleep without intel pouring in about you 2 months all goddamn day. All right. We know about 705 South 9th Street. All right. You the idiot that come on the motherfucking air and got your key in mailbox 6, bitch. Okay. You can't have mailbox 6 and you can see a hallway full of mailboxes all the way up to the 50th floor and you mailbox 6. Don't the mailbox match the floor you on, bitch? You move from one penthouse to the upstairs penthouse. Lies. All right. Ain't nothing pent about you or your circumstances. If you lived in a penthouse, you would show a penthouse. If you had $8,000 in revenue, you wouldn't be on here begging for $1,000 in body cam footage. All right. You this haughty person, you this top tier person that come out here with these fantasies and la da dee la da da. That's the land you lived in. That's the land you live in. On here, constantly lying like people can't piece your lies together. People can't put your old footage together from last year, apartment walkthroughs and all this other kind of stuff. Trying to use Pinterest and website information from the Verdosa apartments and all this other type of stuff. You think you're so clever, and you're not. There's full-blown private investigators on you, amongst other things, and you know that. All right, don't nobody got to downplay shit. I am trying to get you to come on the air and play the video now. You should have been up. It's 8 o'clock where you are. You should have been your bitch ass up. You so big and bad, like your mama was, like your brothers is, and so forth, bitch. You the one that's stalling, like you doing with the Alameda Public Defender's Office. Ain't nobody trying to stop you. All right, you're caught. Simple as that. You're caught again because the Fort Collins police was very specific on how they do it, why they do it, what you can do with it and what you can't do with it, and what can be proven, what you did do with it, and how I can get you. Simple as that. Ain't no way around it. The ball been in your court since you've been bumping your motherfucking ring around the lips gums, girl. All right. Christy Jackson says she gonna end up saying she can't play it. And if them people paid their money, she should have been played it. She should have been played it, Christy Jackson. There is no fucking excuse. All right. She backpedaled because all she do is clickbait. There was never 26 hours of footage, and it damn show ain't 15. They can't take, they gotta go through 15 body cams. All right. She just made up a number. It's like a shopping cart. It's like an online shopping cart. She put 26 hours in her cart. They didn't tell her that there's 26 hours because they got to go pull case 1, 2, 3, 4 and see how many officers was there. They don't know that pre-hand. My sister in the know with Glow asked that question. Do they know the number, the totality in body cam footage right off the rip? This is something that they know ahead of time? Fuck no. And y'all heard, put a 1 in the chat if you heard Sarah say, so she must already know about a case. Say, for instance, case 1, 2, 3, 4. And this person, she knows about this case and she somehow knows about this case. So she chimes in, goes online and asks for body cam footage from case 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's stop it right there so we don't confuse the whole chat. Hey, LaCrystal, did y'all hear Sarah say that last night? That this person must know about a specific case already. And in that specific case, that case has to go be pulled, and she don't, the person who's asking for the body cam footage maliciously has no idea who was all on the scene. Neither does the Fort Collins police until you tell them specifically what you're looking for. So for her to come out here and even lie and say that she accidentally asked for 2009 through 2026, she thought that sounded good because she was saying, because I was saying, fuck no, she ain't got no 26 hours of no body cam footage on me and my family because there's only one police call for my family. That's when she backpedaled and said that I made a mistake and asked for 2009. I'm just gonna ask for December of that year through the present. That's all you can ask for, bitch, because there's only one motherfucking phone call, and it didn't take them 20 minutes to arrest Romero. So there couldn't be 26 hours of footage. She's not telling them that they goes by how many officers are on said case, 1, 2, 3, 4, and they got to go through all their body cam footage for their shift on that day. For the people that was here at that house, at this house that night, depending on how many officers was here, and I don't know, you know what I mean? They got to go through all their body cam footage to see if what she requested is on that officer's footage. If they got it, then they got to redact it. They got to protect the people in the footage. Blur, redact, edit. Did y'all hear Sarah say this out her own fucking mouth? Put a 1 in the chat. Hey, Daisy Duke. Hey, LaCrystal. So yes, Glow. I would not be surprised if she has nothing, or if she do play it on at her own demise. It's up to her. The ball been in her court. She been lying, saying that she got it. What is she holding on to it for? Trying to get more money out the people for womp 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 womp. All right. She's just trying to get, it's just a money play on them. They lose, and she is going to lose. This gonna be her last YouTube check Friday. And I know it ain't bigger than mine. All right. You be making up shit as you go along. The motherfucker, you should be live while I'm live right now playing the goddamn body cam footage. What the fuck is you talking about? Huh, Big Sis Michelle? What's she talking about? Crown Keeper. Hey, Nia Marie. Wiley said Fort Collins would not risk a lawsuit for fooling with her. That's exactly what the officer, that's what y'all needed to hear that video. All right. She puts Fort Collins Records Department in a hard place because she agreed that she would not use this footage to monetarily gain on it. That's what Sarah was telling y'all. We can't stop them from using it maliciously, but she said that she wouldn't, but she definitely wasn't going to take our body cam footage and use it to make money. She absolutely is. Whether she passed the body cam footage to the next person, which is another law. When people was typing in my chat last night that she was just gonna have somebody else to play it because she know that we gonna have screen recorders over there. We gonna have somebody copy the link just in case she tried to put the video on private. Prime is very activated in listening. in the bushes. You know what I mean? He's very aware of it. And all of you, we get intel all day, every day about both of the bitches. Okay. And she the one that's on eggshells, not me, Sandy 45. All right. So she the one that's nervous about the situation. She the one that's trying to downplay the situation, because if she was so big, bad, and above the motherfucking law, the bitch should have been paid for the shit. The people, she came on here now 5 days ago, all we need is $400. So she's saying that the people paid the $600. She a goddamn lie, because that's just a request cart. That's just a shopping cart. Oh, I want 26 hours. Oh, I want 30 hours. Oh, I want. Nobody told her how many hours it is yet. Unless she been working on this since last month, like she said a couple weeks ago, that she will present this information early September or October, because they told her what? That we got to go through all of the officers' body cam that were there that night. It has to be edited, redacted, and blurred. And that is what you're paying for, the labor of how all that takes. But what does she do? She fucking wears her emotions on her sleeve, and she busts out and says she already got the video. So if you already got the video, and we know that the labor that Sarah was explaining, what the records department has to go through to clean the video and give her what she ordered, and that she's paying for labor, then why did she come out here and ask for $1,040? Because we know that she doesn't request it last week and got it this week. It didn't work like that. Now, did it? Got to leave out for an appointment, but listening, everyone, have a beautiful, blessed rest of your day. Thank you. You as well, Terry Cody. Vanessa, how you doing, boo? She's scamming and lying, evil witch, but she's so bad, then just do it, Black Lips. Exactly. What's the hold up? Get these people what they pay for, and why don't one of you bitches be a woman of your word for once? Get these people what you pay for. What you waiting for? Don't worry about if scaring you, if you walking on eggshells about it. You don't know whether to wind your ass or scratch your watch, play it or not, because you thinking about it now. You are officer of the motherfucking court. You supposed to be an educated woman. You supposed to know already. But you know your intentions ain't no good. And so you debating. Should I? I'ma keep lying and capping though. And the people that pour into these scams from these motherfuckers, y'all the stupid motherfuckers. Y'all the real MVPs, the most valuable, pitiful people that believe these motherfucking banana in the tailpipe shenanigans. Because it don't go like that. All right. They got to go through all of those officers' web body cams that was on that scene that night, and redact it and edit the shit out. It ends up like an episode on Cops. You never see the person actually popped in the chest. We can get the body cam from the night in Oakley over at the Hernandez house. We can get that body cam. It's a very distinct case with a case number. We know all of the names involved. We can easily call the Oakley Police Department and get the body cam footage the night that the pig sent her children back over to the Hernandez house and got that boy hurt. All right. We ain't gonna see much, but all of the chitter chatter, the chaos. We're not gonna see her brother's body out there in the concrete where he got blew back as soon as he stepped out the doggone car, because her brother was already calling that girl, blowing her phone up, talking about what he about to come do. That's why the Hernandez was out there on the porch waiting for them to pull up. And as soon as they got their owl face, Bucky the Beaver head asses out that goddamn car, that boy got blew back. All right, we not gonna see any of that. Y'all not gonna see Romero's face on that body cam. You're not gonna see my face. You only go hear the voices, the conversation, and the chitter chatter from the goddamn walkie talkies. No movie, not even a scene for Cops. Everything will be redacted, blurred, and edited. All right. And it ain't gonna be no goddamn hour. It's gonna be a wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Simple as that. But you charging these people, you pouring in these people, and you gassing your malicious lie up, and you're not gonna be able to produce your lie. And so I'm begging you to play your lie. Play your lie like you got this extensive footage on a situation. Because I definitely showed my audience, bitch, where I definitely asked. I just ordered the body cam footage for the repossession of that car on June 5th. And that motherfucking who was there with disturbing the peace. The same day that that car got repossessed. I put that request in last night, live on the air. I showed the people. All right. So let's see how this goes. All right. So whatever officer came with the tow company to repossess either your brother's breathalyzer mobile or your wrecked up Camry that your blind sister tried to drive just to go be by her mama's side. She wrecked that car to go be by her mama's side because her mom was on a ventilator, stroked out, brain dead, water on the brain, and so forth. All right. And you left her there desolate and deserted in a Vaco. Y'all was supposed to have been out of that house no later than March 17th. And y'all just now getting out that bitch last month. So yeah, y'all was cutting up June 5th. All right. I requested the body cam because it's public information. All right. It's public. And if there's any fees with the Brentwood police, I will pay those. I will not be coming on the air and talking about, we got the body footage from Sacramento too. It's gonna be $25. Yeah, it's labor in motherfucking Fort Collins to go skimming through all these officers' body cams from their shift that day. And you very well knew what cases was because it was only one case here. It's only one phone call to the Fort Collins police on this house. You don't have to go through footage from 2009, 10, 11, 12, all the way up to 2024 like you lied and I caught your motherfucking ass and you came on here and backpedal. I accidentally did that, so I'm just going to do from December to the present. That's all you can do. There's nothing from 2016, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26 until we got here. 2024. December of 2024, bitch. We've been out here since 2016, and it's one call fucking 6 years later, bitch. Shut the fuck up. All right? You're a fucking scammer. Ruby, she hyped it up saying 26 hours to make them give her more money just to justify the 1K price. Exactly, Christy Jackson. You're my everything when it comes down to brains and common sense. Okay? She knew what she was doing. They just don't. Exactly. So she changed it because we know she said we just need $400 more. So she shows this invoice for 15 hours. That's a huge difference. You told them 26 hours. Now we know that 15 hours at $40 a pop, $40 an hour. If the Fort Collins police charges $40 an hour for 15 hours, see, did y'all hear me ask specifically? Did y'all hear me ask the records department specifically? Can you manually change the quantity of hours that you request? And yes, it's just like an online shopping cart. You can put 26 hours there and bring it up to $1,040. But that bitch knew. She never had or was told that there was 26 hours. She was never told that. Because if the Fort Collins police told her that it's 26 hours of footage, she been looking into the body cam fees and how they do it. The only way that they're going to tell you what the totality of the hours is when you already know what case you're looking at. And they're not going to look at a case until she pays. So how could somebody tell her the totality of hours that they would have to go through to give her a quote? No, you can manually change the quantity of hours. Take a screenshot because it's just a shopping cart. You can make it up. So she said 26 hours is $1,040. Why is she showing an invoice? They tell on themselves. She then comes back. The screenshot that the police have and I have says an invoice with Fort Collins letterhead using her mother's address as her contact information. And she's never lived there. She does not run a business out of there. She's doing all kind of sneaky illegal shit, y'all. Has an invoice up for 15 hours. And that's not what she told them. She had them pay $1,040 for 26 hours for a 26-hour quote that she can manually change and make up. So she made one for 15 hours so she could show the difference, the $600 that she paid for $600 worth of video. That ain't what she told her audience. She charged her audience for 26 hours. The whole price, $1,040. And Sarah broke that down line by line yesterday. All right. She lying. She lying, Darlene Anthony. Thank you so much for the $4.99 super chat. Man, y'all ran that dango live up last night. Thank y'all so much. Vanessa said that's what she get. Now she bullied and scared. Now Miss Bully is scared. She knows that you ain't playing with her and or her sister. Damn sure not. It's going down either way it go. Like she was saying, they were saying in the chat. She said she gonna strike your channel. I hate when a motherfucker tell me what a bum bitch said. What? My channel ain't in no goddamn danger in no way, shape, or form. Hers is. All right. Why she keep backpedaling? Why she keep changing the goddamn story? Either you charge the people for 26 hours because you was very specific with $1,040, and you didn't started collecting money because people want to see you land on your ass. The people that's paying into this bullshit of a motherfucking body cam is y'all just there for the entertainment and the aesthetics of the situation. These people never produce what they come out here and scam and cap on. And y'all just there to gas the situation up. But y'all not hurting me, my channel, my child, or anything. Y'all hurting that bitch. Y'all fucking up her money. Go get fucked up. And she knows that. Go said, Christy, if she did, she was scared to be specific because it's all a lie and a scam. It's clickbait. You can put any hour there. And ain't nobody told her how much labor it's gonna be unless she done paid for it already. And let her tell it. She did, because she been telling this internet that she got the footage. Well, the amount of footage that she should have paid for was $1,040 for, because that's what she came out here and lied and told the public, that she had 26 hours at $40 an hour. All right, $1,040. Why she showed the invoice for 15 hours with a $600 invoice is beyond me. The people need to pay attention that if y'all gave her $1,040, but she only paid $600 worth of labor, not footage, of labor, of going through 15 hours of police body cam and them having to sort through 15 hours of body cam. That could be 7 officers. That could be 3 officers. That could be 2 officers at 7 hours worth of body cam footage each, 2 officers. All right. 8-hour shift. Police officer, 8-hour shift, 2 officers got their body cam on the entire 8 hours. Every time they go to a call during the 8-hour shift is 16 hours. The Fort Collins police got to go through both officers' body cam and pull the footage specifically out for one specific call. It's very specific. And even though each officer spent 8 or 10 hours on a shift and they got 7 hours worth of body cam footage through all of their arrest or public services throughout the 8 or 10 hour shift, there's only a little bit of footage of this one specific call. You got to dig through all this officer's body cam on when they came to this specific call, redact it, edit all of that. And even though there's 8 hours worth of body cam footage between each officer, between 2 officers, 16 hours, 15 hours of body cam footage to get the one domestic call between LaQuantis and Romero specifically could resort to 5 minutes each motherfucking officer's body cam. And depending on how many officers came to a call, like that domestic call last night, let's say 3, let's say 4, let's say 9. They got to go through all 9 officers' body cam footage and pull what they have regarding this situation specifically, that domestic call at that time on that date, and bust it on down, redact it, blur it, and blah, blah, blah. Okay. So I don't know what she is telling people, and I don't know what kind of math classes people had in these doggone audience, but she lied to you. She lied. She lied to you guys. Scammed you again. All right? You're not going to get what you paid into, what you gassed up. And she's going to get fucked up. Understand? All right? This is your brain. This is your brain on drugs. All right? And this bitch don't even know how to fry an egg. Shut up. Hey, Rodney. Exactly, sis. If you want the footage, you will pay for it, not scam the world for another dollar and another dollar and another dollar. This is what bums do. All right. Darlene Anthony said, "You're speaking the truth, pretty 74. You better talk about it, girl." Hey, nerd. When I get off here, I'm gonna call you so I can show you how to schedule your lives. It's so easy. It won't take 15 minutes to show you. She is definitely a liar. So why she trying to spin it now and be like, "Oh, you just trying to downplay the video"? How am I trying to downplay it and I'm literally begging you to play it? You trying to deflect and act like you ain't scared to play it. Well, what's holding you up? What's holding you up? Either I called you a black nigga bitch or I didn't. Either you got the body cam or you don't. Either you got 26 hours or you don't. Either you got 15 hours of footage and you don't. You out here false advertising like your mama used to do. Either you got 26 hours of body cam footage or you don't. You did not break it down to the people on what you charged them for. You made them pay for the labor that you haven't paid, Fort Collins. You haven't paid them. They not go go through them videos until you pay them. Did y'all hear Sarah say that last night? Look, we don't a person can request they want hell and they want ice water in hell. That don't mean they go get it. Did y'all hear Aaron say we don't move until she pay? Didn't she say she specifically? Didn't it sound like Sarah knew what I was talking about when I identified myself? Talking about she go get footage for Rita and Rita ain't said nothing to that fool. It's malicious, Wiley. She's a malicious, unethical runt. All right. She's trapped like a rat. She like a bank robber stuck in the bank, can't get out the bank after trying to rob the bank because the police got the building surrounded. All right. So she commits the S word by cops because she ain't getting out of this one. She can't lie or swindle her way out of this one. That's how she be acting. We all know that Rita ain't said shit to nobody. But what week goes by where somebody don't have Rita in their goddamn mouth? See how she wants to attack Rita? Because Rita is content. Rita is mourning correctly over her loss. We don't see them mourning at all. We see them mourning noon and night on they bullshit, but we don't see them mourning over the pig at all. At all. We never did. The bitch wasn't gone 72 hours and they was out here on they bullshit. She said, "Get that bitch." My mama cussed the whole time on her deathbed, cussing me and Sharita out. Make it make sense. Well, God looks after babies and fools, and there are a whole lot of them over there. A whole lot, big sis. This bitch over here begging, please don't listen to 74. Please don't believe the truth that Axe Granny is over there speaking. If y'all leave me, y'all gonna leave me desolate. So she's not capable of getting up off her big burly ass and going to get a job. She's scared to go out and look at her surroundings, see how to catch the subway, how to get back to school. These people are totally codependent on her mama's clown ass motherfucking subscribers. And Giant Lemonhead over there just throwing slick shot after slick shot after slick shot. They can't read between the lines and they always over here lying and capping. But everybody with common sense can fucking see that the Giant Lemonhead is slick shotting the fuck out of these goddamn bitches. Everybody can see that except them. Everybody can see that this is Cap, that she's a clickbaiter, that she's a fucking seasoned con artist and scammer, but they deliberately choose to be delirious, inapt, can't put two and two together, can't comprehend, and just they not only do they fall for the banana in the tailpipe, they bring a bunch of bananas and ask them which one fit. They are totally with the shits to be scammed because they want to see these ops get one up on us. And they can't rest. They got to put Rita in it. Rita ain't got shit to do with what's been going on for months before Roach's passing. She still was only coming out here 3 to 5 times a month. And I'm being studious and giving her 5 times a month because Rita wasn't even fucking with YouTube like that. I give her 3 times tops, if that. Some months went by and y'all ain't even seen no fucking Sharita. But that don't mean that she's not energy or work over here, because not 1 week has gone by where her name hasn't been thrown up in the mix. Now she ain't got shit to do with no body cam footage, but now she's going to taunt and harass and threaten Sharita with body cam of what? It's gonna be the same thing, bitch. There's protectants. They can't you just can't run a person down in the public the way you dream of, girl. A fucking lawyer just wants to do the most brutal and treachery to the public, and you supposed to be an officer of the court. That's why people gotta know that you's an unemployed, blacklisted, black lip bitch. Make it make sense. Y'all are so dumb out there. And la da dee, la la la, la da dee, la la land. You're a fool. You a fool with your crazy self. She's slow. Doodle smarter than her. I've been said this. All right. And she looked better than the bitch. The winning team, we win where it counts. What the fuck? Her and her or anyone has won. Exactly, Christy Jackson. Can somebody say what these motherfuckers then won? All they do is scam. They steal it. They rob their people for it. That bitch robbed us in 2022 and we ain't looked back. And we've been on that bitch ass like flies on shit, and everything that we have spoken over here has come to pass. None of that shit. It's been completely the opposite. All right. And motherfuckers on the wrong side, gassing up the wrong shit because they losing too. They family members drugging and dying. Back-to-back siblings. ODing, hearts blowing up and shit like that. Y'all gotta be careful to come out your mouth. Y'all next. How about that? All right. Ain't no good gonna come from it because you was on bullshit about it from the beginning. Ulterior motive from the beginning. Here to rob, steal, kill, and destroy from the beginning. Wiley said, Darlene, exactly. She has no content. You got to look at the people that's listening to that weird ass wannabe lawyer. Exactly, kicking it with Kia. Fail after fail after fail after fail. Hey, Shannon, she already told them they're going to furnish her penthouse. Girl, bye. They tell them to their face. That motherfucking big back, dirty back, bald-headed, blind, hermaphrodite, high-bird, caviar, eye-head ass bitch said they buy whatever we sell them. She wasn't talking to us. She was talking to you, stupid ducks. She was not talking to us, talking about we buy what they sell. No, the fuck we don't. We contest and come out here and buck up at every lie they tell. We call every motherfucking spade a spade. We never said she couldn't obtain the footage legally. It's the intent behind what you do with it. Exactly. That's what Sarah explained. It's public. She can get the footage. It's very specific. It's very, 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 very specific. Let's see here.
That's never been something that I've heard about them doing. So well, I truthfully am not too sure, but I do have all that information in here that you provided me with. So I have.
Let's run it back, Turbo.
Bridges.
Oh, this is the Attorney General Office, Michigan. Hold on. This stupid bitch, she, does all this stuff maliciously. Those police records from Michigan are not public. She said that she was talking to an officer. She said she talked to a caseworker over there. So the Michigan Attorney General Office, the Colorado Attorney General Office, the California Attorney General. It's a lot going on regarding the failed attorney. And she's sitting up here lying. We never said she couldn't obtain the footage legally. She absolutely can. Sarah explained it to us very, very thoroughly that it is public. All right. And the intent behind what you do with it, she plays a lot of wordplay. Exactly, Wiley. Failed attorney, you are not the only professional career person in this sector. She's not even a professor. She's not a professional. Ain't nothing professional about that That toucan nose head ass bitch. Hold on.
That case.
Okay. So are there guidelines when a person requests this and they're allowed to it because it's public information per this specific police department? Are there provisions or guidelines out of 24-hour days for one incident? There's only one incident on this house. Am I right?
As far as I'm aware, yes.
Okay, so how could there be 26 hours of body cam footage from one incident?
And I mean, I can't say for sure that there are. I'd have to talk to our records guys, but it's very possible that it would just be several different officers were there. So it'd be the footage from all of them. Any follow-up associated with it, any officers involved in that would have their cameras on. So it kind of adds all this footage together. And to answer your first question, typically when someone will request the footage from either an incident or a case number, the records department will ask them if they have a specific time that they want. And to do that, usually they'll give them like, hey, we have X number of hours total. Here's the cost. How much are you looking to get?
Exactly. So she can build her request cart to any number of hours. They don't know how many hours they're going to have to piddle through and edit through until you pay for what you claim you want. So she has a date. She may even have a case number using her attorney powers, going through the records maliciously, because CPS is a private record. Malicious doxing is using your public information to shame, humiliate, bully, intimidate, antagonize, harass, stalk, and blase split. But when she went as far as the CPS records and defamed my privacy, slandered my name, said I lived in Iveco for 9 months and was on a narcotic. But when I showed that when you get CPS calls in Michigan, you got to take a drug test, especially if you're receiving food stamps, cash assistance, or Medicaid. Back in 2013, I definitely was getting stamps and motherfucking Medicaid. So when CPS is called, it doesn't matter what it's about, they're going to drug test you. And if you test positive, I wouldn't have been in trouble for no marijuana, but you could see from my receipt that I didn't test positive for a goddamn thing. All right. And when you get a court order drug test, you have to pee in front of a person at the testing site. All right. Anything outside of a court order, they cannot watch you take a urinalysis drug test. All right. But when CPS is involved, that is a court order, a mandated drug test. When I went to New Paths to pee for the drug test, an agent at New Paths literally watched me piss that day. All right. So there's no hanky panky with the drug test that the states ask you to take. All right. Hey, God keeps on blessing me. Wiley said Christy Jackson because they're just as dumb as she is, and they'll fall for anything just to get. They like, ooh, I hope she humiliate 74 to the gods. I hope she humiliate me to the gods too. It's gonna cost her. It's gonna cost her. At least 30 racks for me alone. At least 30 racks for Romero alone. At least 12,500 for Earl alone. See, I learned a lot suing the turtle, and the judge gave me some hints on how to come after them because I was with the judge a long time in Indiana, and not to drudge up the old case with the turtle, but her level of mental illness, what's public documented on where that person's mentality is. In my judgment with the turtle, the judge deliberately put an example of a specific case on how when you taking a person to civil court and you just suing for the maximum of what that state will allow you to sue civilly, yeah, you can request it, but how can you prove that they should pay that amount? That's what the judge in Indiana threw a hint in the judgment with the turtle, because I told her that this person is out here in Indiana, but she got her sister and her sisters and her mamas, they live in California. And the judge literally put a jewel in this judgment to move forward on how I'm going to handle the failed attorney and her sister. All right. Another of our homegirls, she was saying, can't this go to the California State Bar right away? Yes. I have an agent that works with me specifically over at the California State Bar now. All right. And I'm going out to the California State Bar. All right. That's coming soon, you guys. I'll let you know about that. Because California State Bar see that she's breaking ethics and guidelines per the California State Bar, but they don't prosecute these people. All right. They're not the judge. She has to be prosecuted in court about how she's behaving unethically over here on the internet. The fact that her YouTube channel is what it is. You see her face in her profile. You see all of her videos. We get all of the view lists. People get a screenshot of the failed attorney and her sister's list view of titles. Oh, let's go through more records when she was harassing us back in May. The list view of that shows a week's worth of videos or a few days worth of videos on where her mentality was, where her ethics was. And even if it's clickbait, which she's stupid enough to have clickbait titles and then don't be talking about shit what she put on her title. You know what I mean? Those type of things come in handy. But the California State Bar, Gary Lafayette, they're not watching every single move, make, and model that she do. They're just observing her. All right. But she has to be seen and adjudicated before a court of law. All right. A judge has to determine that she violated my son, that she violated me, that she violated Earl, and verdicts like that go to the ethics board, the California State Bar, that a judge found you guilty for cyber stalking, cyber harassment, scamming, blah, 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 blah. All right. Then she could be snatched up. When her California license gets snatched up, and it will, the Nevada license is automatically going to get snatched up. Even though she committed crimes towards me and my family in Nevada, she's doing these current crimes the way that I'm breaking it all down, because it's 2026 alone at this point. I barely have to show proof and evidences for all the reasons that we're suing the failed attorney for. Let me see, where's her packet? Because I know that she don't believe that fat meat is greasy. And she tries to come out here and spin the people some more when she's already caught in her lies. So let's see here. I just got to print this latest police report. Okay, so here is this the Department of Justice request for an investigation of attorney misconduct, malicious doxing, harassment, stalking, defamation, and violations of California law. All right. This is to the Attorney General in California. All right. Attorney General letter to them. All right. I respectfully submit this complaint and request of an investigation of the content of a California attorney, Mukbang Mouth Crenshaw, and her license number. All right. Who I believe engaged in prolonged pattern of malicious harassment, stalking, defamation, cyberbullying, intimidation, and malicious doxing directed at me and my immediate family over the past 3 years. Anybody see that sentence right there? for the past 3 years because I could prove back to 2023. All right. And this was out on June 6, 2026. All right. This is my copy. Beginning approximately February of 2023. Can y'all see that? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can see this. I know it's backwards on y'all side, but can you see that this is real? All right. This is very, very specific. Very, very specific. All right. Can y'all see that? Can y'all see that? From 2023 through the present, June 2026. La, 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 la. All right. Can y'all see that? A pattern of conduct. Can y'all see that? Huh? Can y'all put a 1 in the chat if we all on the same planet? So this is not a game. All right. So this is the Attorney General letter. Here's the court case that's been submitted that she's constantly adding on to. All right. Here's the court case. All right. All right. All right. Okay. All right. Superior courts. Superior courts. Okay. Whole different thing. Okay. And these are some of the things that are going to be brought up in court. How the civil action arises in a pattern of malicious, intentional misconduct committed by the failed attorney Blase Splee against me, Romero, Earl, cyber harassment, intimidation, false accusations. She repeatedly engaged of these acts: defamation, unlawful disclosure of private information, doxing, substantial emotional distress, reputational harm, all right, and ongoing damages. All right, because she's still breaking the law. She still feels like she's above the law. All right. Here's a criteria of what law she broke and when she broke them. All right. And why I'm seeking all these doggone damages. Okay. That's my name. All right. There go Earl. Okay. So here goes some of the laws that she's breaking. All right. And some new laws took place here in Colorado that took place. All right. You got to show and prove. This is just the lawsuit alone. And then you have to show which law she broke, when she broke it. All right. All right. This right here is her careening down the expressway, how she talked about the sexual assaults of a 2-month-old. Here's the link to that video, and they are provided USB so they could listen to her conduct over the air. All right. Here's some of the things that I accuse her of: false police reporting, intimidation and threat, doxing, online harassment, stalking, so forth and so forth. All right. She can try to, you the one that's trying to downplay the situation. You think somebody playing with you. You think somebody playing with you. All right. All of your actions are intentional and you continue to. Now you done brought my baby back and she ain't said nothing to your bitch ass. But you think this is a game. Yes, it's a lot of work. All right. Yes, it's a lot of work. Okay. But y'all got to be done over. You got to be made an example of. And I told you and your ugly ass mammy that this is how this was going to go and that it's all going to hit you at the same time. All right. Vanessa says, so sad this sector has went too far, all because she dislike you as a person. She truly needs to grow the hell up. She can't alone. She has to get her mom squad to help. The mama was weak and the squad is weak. Child, hey, Erica Smith, boo. The attorney is weak. The big back, dirty back is weak. The squad is weak. They weak. You know, my friend, our homegirl, we was on the phone. I don't know how long I be on the phone with this person, but we be cackling it up, child. I said, you know, Treese had the money and the means to go after this family the right way, but it's a lot of work. And that's what they think they can do. They can run a person down and tire them out. And if I let this bitch get away with this, then they'll never stop this. All right. I have to hold this family accountable. I have to go after them. All right. Here is the transcript of that can back me up, which we have her video of how she did that with that violation when she was careening down the road with her then 14-year-old daughter, you know, talking about sexual assault on a toddler. And she broke me down to infancy. I don't know if I was molested at 2 months or not, you know, but we got an attorney on the air. This is how she talks. So all my stuff is lined up. I've been ready for this case. I was ready last year when I was going to go out to California for my birthday last year and file this in the correct court when she was over there on Figueroa. All right. And pay all the fees for the courts to submit this case. The case has to be accepted. I was going to leave the money there for the cost of the court case and make sure that all of this checklist was done. All right. And pay for the servants and all this other type of stuff. See, this is your check on a bitch in the state of California. All right. Number 1, read the information packet. All right. Number 2, prepare the demand letter. That has to go to court. This is done. Let me show y'all. This is just extra copies. But there's a checklist to suing a bitch in California. All right. See this right here? That's an example. This is done. Okay. This is done. You did. All right. This is a done list. All right. Prepare the demand. Ensure you are within the statute of limitations. Obtain your documents. Determine where to file your documents. Prepare your documents. File your documents. Serve your documents. A mediation. See how that's not applicable? It ain't no white flags. If you want to dismiss the case, it ain't no white flags. See how 9 and 10 is NA? Coming to court. As soon as they give you a case, all right? So all of these steps have to be done when suing a bitch in California, all right? Hey, Miss Ruby said I had to leave the live talking with my son. Okay, boo. Hey, Kiva. All right? So don't let that stupid bitch fool y'all. But I know y'all ain't fooled. But I'm talking about the people in the bushes. Quit being stupid, all right? I'm never going to let this go, all right? This will be... As far as me, the failed attorney and big back, dirty back, I ain't going to be satisfied until we are in court. Now, she was saying if she keep lying on me, I'm going to sue her ass. Do it. All right? Do it. All right? But I'm going to be suing you at the same time. When you sue me, I'm going to counter sue you. And if you don't sue me, I'm going to sue you. Okay? Either way, I'm a problem. Go be a thorn on your side. You can't do shit to get me off of motherfucking YouTube. So you hit with the DICK stick. Okay. Gold said as long as she keep the squad entertained with evil, she'll inherit exactly what her mama did. Exactly, Gold. Exactly. All right. And it's just common sense. Money is not the root of all evil, Gold, my love. Beautiful Gold. The love of money is the root of all evil. Money is not the root of all evil. That's a serious misinterpretation of that scripture. Money is not the root of all evil. The love of the money is. All right. That's where the evil comes in. The love of it. What you will do for it. All right. Not the money itself. You need money to survive in this world. All right. So it's not the money. I just be having money laying around and money just be falling out the sky to me. So it's not the money. It's what I will do to keep that money falling out the sky and landing in my lap. All the killing, the raping, the selling the dope, all the treachery, the scamming, and all this other type of stuff. Not earning the money. The evil acts that it takes for me to get a motherfucking dollar is the evil. The love of money and what you would do to get a dollar, not the paper, not the money itself. Let me see. Vanessa said, T.I. said, you gotta let him know. Shut her crazy butt down. And is. I'm gonna destroy this. I'm gonna destroy this family. I'm gonna take everything there. I'm gonna take this girl YouTube channel and I'm gonna have her license. She will not have any of this stuff next year. All right. She's fooling her damn self. She definitely is, and she ain't got good sense because she wasn't raised with sense. All right, and she kept running from the motherfucker. 74. I know you're not asking or may not need anything, but I'm willing to help money wise if needed. I'll let y'all know if I need anything for y'all, and that has always been our agreement. If I need y'all, y'all definitely know I'll ask. All right, but we far from that. All right. But y'all know I'ma stand on this. I ain't never let y'all down. My word is my bond, and I am never letting this go because these people think they bad. They think they could do anything to anybody at any time. I'm just saying, not this way. You cannot. Can't nobody treat me any kind of way, and ain't nobody go do me any kind of way. All right. It's never happened before. I never let anybody slide on it before. That's why I always stayed on top, and I ain't never lost. I've never lost a fight in my life. Everything that I've put my mind to, I've accomplished that, y'all. Everything that I put my mind to, I've accomplished that. I'm not saying that I'm this perfect bitch, that I live this perfect life. I've never fucking said that. I'm the only one out here admitting foster care, being adopted, being sexually assaulted as a youth, therapy, and so forth and so forth. So make it make sense. I've never perpetrated a fault, but this is me day in and day out. Always me. All I try to do every year is try to do better than I did by myself, for myself, to myself than I did the year before. All right. What was my mission in 2026? To rest more. All right, to get the weight off that I gained after Gabby's wedding. I'll be having my own missions and goals. I don't set no promises. All right. I get up every single day and I make an effort towards my goals for that day. We only can write one page at a time. We only given one day at a time. But you're supposed to live your life in your moment because you only get one life. All right. And I live my life to the fullest every day. All right. The mission this year is to get my health in order, to get this foot in order. Because I'm not finna let my money go. I make a lot of good money. All right. And I need that money to maintain. I pay my bills on time. Y'all see, I spend 11 and 12. We spend 11 and $12,000 a month on the priorities, the car notes, the insurance. All right. We drive expensive cars. It costs a lot of money. The cost of living is daunting out here in Colorado. I'm not behind in rent. We've never been behind on utilities or anything like that. I haven't had to use any agencies or resources here in Fort Collins, Colorado to catch us up on our rent. What the fuck is the nigga going to work every day? Willie only been here 3 years. Where was Willie back in 2016 through the present? He only been out here since 2024. We don't need if you go come out here and try to get on your feet with me and Earl, family is welcome to come out here and try to find work, to get housing. And we are the Underground Railroad from Flint to Colorado. We the underground railroad. For one, we get asked all the time, can I come out there? Can I get on my feet? Can I do this? Can I do that? Sure. But especially when we know who you are. But if you out here on that motherfucking bullshit, you not gonna go nowhere. You might as well not come to Colorado because me and Earl made it look easy. But we started off in the trenches. We started off 2 months in a shelter here. We had to get our feet wet. We had to, make a name for ourselves. We had to find housing because this state is busting at the seams. All right, everybody out want to get to Colorado because it ain't no paper shortage out here. There's jobs on top of jobs on top of jobs if you want a job. It's just that Colorado go line by line. If you stayed in trouble in Michigan, they not gonna let you slide out here. They go do a background check on you. And if you have a history of violence, if you a dope dealer from back east, west, north, or south, it's gonna be hard for you. Because they ain't gonna let you get nothing. So you gotta have your shit in order and you gotta be willing to change those ways. You know, If you go come out here, you gonna have to get your license if you go be driving. All right. But if you owe tickets to California, if you got problems getting a license in Texas and stuff like that, you will never obtain a license from Colorado. All right. Little Ronnie is supposed to be coming out here fresh off a prison stint. Okay. And we're working on what it all takes to get his provisions transferred from Michigan to Colorado. Little Ronnie knows that because of the type of charges that he's serving in prison, moving to Colorado is insane, but it's possible. All right. He doesn't want to go back to Michigan. All right. He'll never make it there because it's too slow motion. He will be able to come out here, but he won't be able to get a house off the rip with the type of charges that he's serving prison for. He will be able to get work. He can get good money too. He could start at the oil fields and lay low because they're not looking at those type of criminalities. All right. He's in prison very specifically for sexual assaults and blah blah blah. In short sense of the words. Yes, put the childish things and change your ways. You got to change your ways when you come to Colorado. All right. But it's still possible to get your life together. Of course, me being little Ronnie's mama, he can stay here as long as he need to. All right. Will he be able to pay rent or put in on this? Who's to say? But me and Earl rent go get paid regardless. We go always turn the light on. We go always have cases and food and water and everything that we supposed to have. Y'all see how I roll. I'm very organized. I run a very tight ship. But when little Ronnie get out here next fall, he's going to have to own it to want it. In Colorado, they don't give it to you. You have to earn it. That's why the homeless population is so extensive here. These people don't want to do the work that it takes to improve for yourself. All right. You got to own it to want it. And like these scammer twins, they don't want it because all they know is to take. The big back, dirty back, she has no intentions on finding a part-time job while she's at that school. She's in la da dee, la da da land, taking over this whole apartment space, taking over the refrigerator and the cabinets. That girl finna be in fights right off the rip. You know, she go try to get the girls. She go be in cahoots with them girls, and animosity go be filling up their house quick because the big back dirty back, she plans on retiring there because she's a helpless homeless bitch living in a college apartment because she doesn't have anywhere else to go. All right. So she gonna make life hell like she did at San Jose. She can't be in a room with nobody else. She don't get along. Why this bitch don't get along with nobody else? Because she nasty. She's strange and unattractive and abnormal and deformed. All right. They don't have no friends now. When she gonna make some friends? She didn't have no support system going out to Maryland. None. All right. These motherfuckers was gonna keep that college discreet, play on y'all top the way they manipulate their cameras and play all these goddamn behind the scenes and old footage games and all this other type of stuff and be scamming their motherfucking ass off. The fact that we found her at Bowie University, that's what activated the failed attorney even further. All right. If people paid attention, the failed attorney was threatening body cam footage as far back as May when she was torturing us in Mexico. You know what I mean? We gonna get the body cam footage. We gonna continue this series, and I'm gonna keep on doing this series, and I'm gonna keep on doing my money. She been putting her foot in her mouth. Either she paid and she got it, which she did not. We know she a broke bitch. We know they don't pay for nothing on their own. So she comes out here after cashing a $8,200 cashier's check in these people's face, going to Disneyland, eating motherfucking pork in a goddamn, what the fuck she think hot dogs is made out of? All right? Prime rib. That's what you think hot dogs is made out of while you sitting up talking about pork chops is for poor people? What you think a hot dog is? What you think Beans and Franks is, bitch? Not at all. She will be on YouTube destroying others, troublemakers. Vanessa. Um, you could tell that this bitch is unethical and uncouth because she's willing to just throw her career off the goddamn cliff. She don't give a fuck about that goddamn law license. She gonna do what the fuck she want to do. She out here acting like Donald Trump is fuck. All right. I said all this to say this. Y'all heard with y'all own ears what Sarah said and what the protocol is. All right. It's not 26 hours of footage. It's not 15 hours of footage. It's not 5 hours of footage. They got to go through all of the body cams of the officers that were on the scene that night and manually go through all that footage, pick out what she paid for, and redacted and edited and so forth and so forth. Those were her exact words to the T. I'll play it later when I'm better stabilized on digging through the other phone to show y'all receipts and stuff. All right. The packet on the lawsuit for the attorney and her sister is this thick. This is it. All right. And she keeps adding to it. That's it. That's it. What you say, Vanessa? Anywhere, period. Miss Diane Stone speaking to Erica. Vanessa, yes, put away your childish ways. Vanessa, they will do everything to stop you, 74. But God, they can't stop me. All right? They ain't nobody. That girl is a cakewalk. That girl can't do shit with me or to me. None of them can. All right? And can't nobody stop this motherfucking stuff. All right? They need to just stop. They wish they could, and that's what makes them mad. That's what makes them harder. All right. Well, let me incite somebody to go set her house on fire. Let me hire an idiot that'll do anything that we say and show up at her house or park outside her job. They do that. That's they gotta go those routes because they're weak. All right, not me. I'm handling everything the legal way, and I'm not doing this for my health. I come to do damage. I come to destroy. And I'm going to destroy the failed attorney and her sister, just like I destroyed her mother. Okay? It's just that simple. All right? I ain't got to get all out of body with it. I ain't got to give her the ammunition because she want to strike so bad. So they do malicious stuff like report for sexual, even though we didn't say nothing sexual. They ain't see nothing sexual and nudity. Girl, I got my video back green. All right. What y'all report the other day when the truth was coming out. That motherfucking video made $176 for no goddamn reason. All right. Hell yeah, she's a joke, Sabrina E. Hey, JP, my love. Ain't nobody finna play with this mutt. I've been live 2 hours. This video that bitch should have been live while I was fucking live. With everybody over here, 436 people over here. She should have been playing the video while I was live. So the damn screenshot committee is fucking hanging on every word over here, not recording her or whatever. But you know what I mean? If she was bout it, she would have been done it. Ain't Master P from motherfucking Richmond? Bitch. You should have been about that life. You been put your foot in your goddamn mouth. Get them people what the fuck they paid for. You charged them for 26 hours. And you know good and goddamn well it ain't 26 hours worth of footage. 2 weeks worth of lives. Cause how long do it take? You gonna stay on live like Arsenio? You gonna stay on live 15 hours so they can see all this this action over at 74 house. Nah. You perpetrating, you capping, you capped. Because you ain't gonna be showing them nothing for 1 hour. You ain't gonna be showing them nothing for 15 minutes straight. Watch. All right. You lied to the people. You just got an invoice up of a shopping cart. The cart to Walmart, your cart to any cart where you can order stuff online. All right. You can order fucking body cams online. Same as what I did for you when I requested the body cam. We got to get Sacramento's that day that your brother got pulled over and had that weapon in his lap and he tested positive for drugs and alcohol. I gotta request that one. But here is my Brentwood here's my Brentwood body cam request yesterday. Okay. I'm requesting the body cam footage for June the 5th at 316 Ashley Avenue to see and hear what happened as far as a repossession of a vehicle on that day and who was over there disturbing the peace on June 6th. All right. Since we're requesting stuff, the stupidity in you won't let you hear what I'm telling your dumb ass. I am a regular citizen. Of course, malicious doxing is wrong. It's wrong when any one person has looked a person up and came over the internet and used that information to harass, bully, stalk, intimidate, antagonize, and blah, blah, blah. But you, stupid bitch, are a officer of the court. There are ethics and guidelines that are expected from you. And although two wrongs don't make a right, you're you're a full-blown lawyer. Although wrong, it wouldn't be so bad if you was like a college professor. Although wrong, it wouldn't be so bad if you was like a fireman. But if you was a policeman doing all these criminal acts, that is a total slap in the face to law enforcement. Your behavior as an attorney, a licensed attorney in 2 different states, is absolutely categorically unacceptable in your behaviors because you're a loser, you're lazy, you're a scammer, you're a seasoned con. You don't want to do your work. You want the title and you want the lifestyle. Bitch, you are a licensed attorney as of 7 years this month and you haven't practiced in 7 fucking years. Your only job is your first job. Fresh off the boat, the Alameda Public Defender's Office, where you're on an externship. You don't start off, bitch. You work for the state of California when you work at the Public Defender's Office. The state pays you. That's why we can prove that you are only making $17 an hour. That you were only worth up from $45,000 to $60,000 that year. You wanted to get into the Alameda Public Defender's Office and run shit like you was living an episode on Sex in the City because you live in la-da-dee, la-da-da land. All right? You a crazy bitch that wanted your way, alienated yourself, didn't fulfill the requirements because you wanted to start off at the top and not crawl before you walk. You didn't do anything you were supposed to do. You didn't participate. You did not do well. And then you had a nervous breakdown. And when it was time to get back from the pandemic, you didn't want to do your work. Your brother didn't get himself fucked up until later in 2021. You were already gone from the Alameda Public Defender's Office in February of 2021. Yo bitch ass calcified mammy came out here May of 2021. Yo bitch ass scamming ass calcified mammy didn't introduce you to us until 2022, bitch. And when she brought you out here, you was already suing the Alameda Public Defender's Office, but she kept that off too. My daughter's a very busy attorney and all this other type of stuff. She didn't tell us that you was fighting mental battles and that you sued your first job, but she told Sharita your business. Sharita knew that you was suing the Alameda Public Defender's Office, and we knew the pig before Sharita did. But she told Sharita a lot of y'all business. But she came on here and lied and said she didn't tell Sharita anything. She don't know nothing about me. My daughter can't tell y'all nothing about me, but she did. She said you used to sell dope. She said you wrote back checks. She said you drove the bus. She said you bought niggas. She said you stole from the grocery store, from Safeway or whatever the fuck to what. Y'all ain't shit. All right? So you can, as long as you playing, baby, failed attorney, you rocking, I'm rolling over you. All right? Simple as that. All right, let me let y'all off of here in 2 hours and 4 minutes. I love y'all to the moon and back. Watch y'all vibes. Keep these squares out y'all circles and see the glasses is half full. It's gonna be okay. Thank you, Rodney. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you, Loretta. That chick is so dizzy. No swag, no rhythm, no nothing. She's a joke. Vanessa said, not at all. She will be on YouTube destroying others and troublemakers. Because she ain't got good sense and she ain't got no career. All right. Vanessa, yes, put your childish ways away. If I missed you guys, charge it to my head and not my heart. As soon as the comments are generated, I will be over here. Watch out for me because I'm going to try to kick back and free my mind a little bit and get up and do what I got to do this afternoon. And when I come back on live later, I'll have better details because I don't want to put May in the midst of the energy that we talking about. But we're going to talk about May's first week in preschool. All right. We're going to be on a different note when I come on live later today. I love y'all so much. I will go over the replay as soon as YouTube generates the live chat. And I will try to pick up where I left off as soon as I can. I love y'all so much. Thank y'all so very much for all of the love, all these doggone jewels, these super chats and super stickers. The love that y'all showing on the Madam Full of Shit short is just unmatched. All right. Big smile. I wish I could comment to all 100 plus comments, y'all, but all I could do is show some love. I appreciate you each individually so very much. I'm glad that it got a laugh out of some of us because we can laugh at this. All this stuff that these people do, it don't keep me up night. All right. When I need to get something done, I get it done. I don't put off tomorrow what I can complete today, and my time is limited. I just got done with a 4-day work 12-hour shifts. Okay, 4 12-hour shifts this week. Big back dirty back will never work the entire shift. The failed attorney, we can't get 8 hours of her doing professional legal work because she's going to spend a great deal of it going back and forth on YouTube. That is not a person that is employed. When does she sleep? She doesn't. She's up all night reading her tarot cards and doxing and being malicious and being unprofessional and being unethical and being unhinged and being mental and so forth and so forth. All right. Please, I hope this girl already had her menstrual cycle by August the 20th, because if it's the 1st, the 15th, or the end of the month, I mean, I won't give out any predictions. I'll give y'all a reading later. Okay. Thank you, Glendine. Thank you so much for coming to bag me up, Glow. I hope you guys go by speeding that are on that 925 because this is a working chat. All right. All the women over on Flower Power, they be working the days and they got strict strategic plans to get those kids from school, grandkids to complete the activities. Sports is about to start. People signing up for track. All right. Even though some track runners are going to sprain their ankle. All right. They go slip, trip, and fall and not be able to run to their school for track because they mama got a mental problem. They don't want to be home after school with their mentally ill mama. So they'll do anything and sign up for anything at the school. All right, even though your mama sends you to school your 10th grade year looking like a straight up bum, so you could be bullied and harassed by kids who have too much, all right? Ain't getting no education but look good in their true religion and they Jordans and everything. Dumb as a box of rocks. Don't even know how to say fork. Running around here talking about some FARC in New York, okay? Oh my God, what a pitiful family. Talk to y'all real soon. Have a great day, and I'll see y'all later on this evening.